What's up, guys? It's your bro Cobra here. Gonna run down some of the different rankings that we have coming up for our review set of M20, the limited review on what you should be doing for draft or sealed. But we mostly just stick to draft, right? So anyway, what I have here are just examples from the previous set. That way it's a little bit easier to understand where we're coming from. And you can also like assimilate different things from the previous set that you know pretty well, or maybe you're just getting into Magic, and so we can compare kind of the power levels of each one of these. So first off is we have Ghana Turtle Aketra is our example here. And it's going to start off as our 5 ranking. All right. Last time we did a plus to F ranking system, but now we're switching over to numbers because a few people felt like that might be a little bit better to understand and be able to evaluate. So that's what we're doing now. So 5 or an A plus, which is a windmill slammable card, is just like done. I don't care what's in the rest of the pack, it's mine. Alright, it's kind of like an auto pick. Next we have Finale of Glory, which is also a very, very good card. This one's a 4.5 or an A if you're going off our old system. It's a bomb or almost auto pick. Okay, a definite bomb. It's a very good card. Almost always pick it. Next we have Naheb. Alright, this is going to be our example for our 4 ranking, or we put it as an A minus or B plus, but it's kind of hard to determine which one it was, so we kind of put those both in the same group. And it's a potential bomb, or it's very, very good overall. All right. Next we have Omnixilis Cruelty, which is another very solid card. This one's going to be our 3.5 or about our B ranking. It's powerful or efficient cards that are very playable. So this one's just a removal as such, but it's very, very solid removal. It's unconditional, and it has an added effect of exiling, so it's also very good. At our 3 or B minus C plus cards, we have Band Together, which is a solid card that you play in your colors. So if you draft it, you're going to be playing it because it's in your colors, and it's a solid card. Okay, moving down to 2.5, we have a Vraska's Finisher. This one's also comparable to a C ranking. It's playable cards in most all situations, and you play it about 70% of the time. Sometimes this card can be very, very good or broken, but sometimes it's just kind of mediocre and lackluster. Alright, so that's why it gets the 2.5. So moving on, we got Tith Bear Giant. He's going to be our 2 ranking slot. It's also a C minus comparatively, and then it's decent playable about half the time. So there are cards in the set that are a lot better than this one and that you'd want to play over it, but about half the time you should probably play it because it's good enough to be played. So that's where we're at with that one. Then we have Thundering Ceratog, which we put at the 1.5 slot or the D plus, which is just a curve filler, or it's synergistic with your cards, right? It's just a limited usage. If you need more 5-drops, it's fine. If you need more creatures, it's fine. If you have like a bunch of the 2/1s that gain a +1/+1 whenever 4 or higher attack comes in, if you have like 3 or 4 of those, maybe you want to play this, but it's just a curve filler, or if it's just synergistic with a team, that's when you want it, right? Then we got Bulwark Giant as our 1 pick, or D as a comparative. And this is going to be your 23rd playable, or slightly better than a basic land. Alright. In the videos, I just put slightly better than basic, because basic land, I think that they're interchangeable. So, so hopefully that's not too hard to distinguish between. But yeah. Next we have Goblin Assailant. This one's going to be our 0.5 or D-. This one's almost always going to be cut. It's the lowest to the lower end cards. Like, they just made it to fill the set, and so we are just going to put it in our sideboard and probably never play it. Then this one's a 0 Arboreal Grazer. I do say that I think it's pretty awesome, but this is also an F plus, F minus, F. I think we joked around with F minus in our previous set review, but for this one, you never pick it. You never want to pick it. No, just don't. Just don't. Okay. This card is just for constructed, and that's what some cards are in sets. Just constructed playable. So yeah, just don't pick it. And if you see your opponent picking it, it's basically like they took a mulligan. So good for you. Anyway. That's it. I just wanted to go over the different rankings of them as like a prelude to it. Although since this one's a little bit long, it's going to be its own separate video. That way, if you guys do have any trouble trying to figure out our ranking system or seeing where we're at, you're wondering why it's like changed, this is hopefully a good enough explanation for you. Otherwise, there's going to be a table to also describe it in our videos. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Go in peace, brah.